What's up, you guys? Welcome to our channel. I am Tiffany.
And I'm Brian.
And we are finding the Forresters. If this is your first time, welcome to our channel. We are a traveling couple and a traveling family. We have a son and we travel often, near, far, you name it. If you're interested in some of the places that we've been, check out our playlist on our channel and see the time that we've had. I'm talking Bali, Maldives, all that, Greece. But in this video, we want to come and give you a review on the trip we took to Jamaica, and more specifically, our time at Excellence Oyster Bay in Montego Bay, Jamaica. So, we're a little behind.
Very
record
behind.
This video. We went to Excellence Oyster Bay a year ago to celebrate our 10-year anniversary. We've been married a whole 11 years now. But the video that we did, we vlogged our time there. The video did really well. A lot of people checked it out. And so we wanted to just do another video giving you our thoughts on our stay there. We did sprinkle in some of our opinions in the vlog as well. I'll link that for you. It's a fun vlog. It's probably one of my favorite vlogs of ours to show our personalities and things. But I'll link that for you to check it out. But this is if you're considering going there, if you have a question about whether it's the best resort or a good fit for you. Hopefully this video will help you out. It is an all-inclusive resort. It is an adult-only resort. So let's just get those two things out of the way. I know that's probably the first two questions that a lot of people have. It's about 30 minutes from the airport, and in the title of the resort, they call it Montego Bay, but it's really technically in Falmouth, Jamaica. So it's not technically in Montego Bay, but
it's close enough.
It's close enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just some general information about the resort, and now we're just gonna go and we kind of tried to categorize it and share our thoughts about our stay there.
First, we want to talk about the Excellence Club. When you book your stay at Excellence Resorts, right? You get a level that you get to choose, which is Excellence Club, and there's regular stays, right? With the Excellence Club, you get certain perks that comes with that rate that you're paying. You get access to certain parts of the resort that other people aren't privy to, like beach locations, what's called little gazebos? What you call those? Cabanas, restaurants, and you get like certain brands in your room, as well as certain higher top shelf liquor that comes with the all-inclusive package. So those are a couple perks that you get with Excellence Club. We definitely thought it was worth it because it's kind of weird to pay for getting access to certain things or whatever. But I mean, if you got the money, those other places were definitely nice. The food was definitely good. And not a lot of people were in those areas, so it was easy to get a chair or cabana or drinks or whatever the case is with that Excellent Club perk. So we thought that was a nice touch to add on it, and so we went ahead and booked that. Do you have anything you want to add with Excellence Club?
Yeah, I think also, like Brian already mentioned, you get access to different locations on the resort, and by locations we mean everything. There's a separate beach access, and by separate it doesn't mean you can't go everywhere else. So the cost was not that different to go and then feel like you can't get to certain areas. So that's why we thought it was beneficial to have, or a perk. You could clearly recognize how it was a perk when you're on property. There were so many sections that you needed Excellence Club for. So there was another brunch spot that only Excellence Club could go to. There were separate bars that you could go to. There was a separate check-in that you had access to. They had a separate pools. They had a separate cabana section, like you mentioned, and also it was above kind of the regular resort section, but once you walked upstairs, you had access to this whole other it was kind of like a rooftop. Remember there was like the rooftop cabana? There was Excellence only. Okay. There was a whole other bar up there and other cabanas. It wasn't, I guess it was on the roof. Yeah, it was like a rooftop kind of private section. So they definitely made it an actual perk. I know sometimes you go to a resort and they're like, oh, do you want to you get this category of room and then you pay the extra money. You're like, I don't really recognize how this is different. Can you still go and have a good time without doing Excellence Club? Yes, but we think it is worth it if you can do it.
But the thing about it is, the main pool that everyone has access to, that's where most of the entertainment and all that stuff happens. So we just tended to be over there more often, but it's nice to be able to go to different parts of the resort as well when you don't want it, when you're not feeling that for that day or whatever the case is, or you just want to experience another pool or another side of the beach or other restaurants they have to offer. So yeah.
The next category is decor and design. So we really, really love the design and the decor at Excellence Oyster Bay. We thought it was upscale. Calming colors were used. You could always find somewhere. I'm a fan of having nice, comfy, luxurious looking seats like where I could just lounge around at different areas on the property. There are so many areas that you can lounge around. Like we often travel a lot and travel to international places, and we normally have 2 whole sections of our trip that we do. We'll have a few days where we're being super adventurous and we're out in the town and we're really immersing ourselves in the culture, and then we usually have more of a luxurious side of it where we're relaxing, pampering ourselves. We knew that for this trip we didn't want to do nothing off the resort. We wanted to just go and relax for like the full week. It was one of our main trips out after the pandemic that we took together. It was our 10-year anniversary, so we didn't want to be adventurous. We wanted to relax, eat, drink, spend time together, repeat. And I will say that we could find a different secluded area or a different thing to do, a different little cabana spot or pool spot if we wanted to each day that was different. Like you said, we navigated back to the main pool just because we wanted to play the games, and we was winning them things too. We was winning. But you could literally every day wake up and I'm gonna go to the cabanas over here. Next time I'm gonna go upstairs to the rooftop thing. Next time I'm gonna go to the other, I can't remember what it was, but you had to like walk away to get it.
Zenith, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, Zenith. You know, so it had a lot of options for that. We thought the decor was great. I will say that in the rooms we did what was it called? The beach house. We did a beach house. Yeah. So we will link the room tour down below. The decor was really nice, but this is a tropical place. So you did notice like with some of the walls and stuff like that, it needed some more patchwork done. It was kind of, I wouldn't say it was dilapidated, but it was kind of like peeling in certain places, or
I wouldn't say it was more like it wasn't like as smooth as you would normally see. Like
yeah. I mean, it's kind of like it's a tropical place, so it has a lot of wear and tear just because of the humidity, high levels of humidity there. It rains a lot. You're gonna have a lot of moisture in the air, so that's gonna impact paint and different things. So it wasn't enough that I would say don't go. And we only noticed that in the room in very minor places. So it wasn't like everywhere in the room was like what. It was just kind of like, okay, you know, you could have probably smoothed that out when you was doing the plaster right there. But around the rest of the resort, I didn't notice that at all. It was kind of just in some places in the room.
Okay. Yeah.
Anything you want to add about decor design?
No, I thought I thought the decor design was nice. The rooms were nice. They had like walk-in closets and stuff like that. The shower was huge. Separate toilets from the shower. There's always a plus, double sinks and things like that.
As soon as you walk in, like the main bar in there was
it was nice,
sexy.
Really nice.
Like black, nice. Gold, like it was very nice. And I loved home decor. So y'all know I have a whole other home decor channel and everything. And so I walked in and I really, really liked how they did the decor there.
Yeah, a lot of like golds and marble, not marble. Was it
marble?
Marble, yeah. Like I think the floors are marble in the rooms
and everything. Okay.
Like that. So next we want to get into the vibe of the resort. In my opinion, I don't know if Tiffany agrees with me or not, but it was more like a couples resort.
I totally agree.
I mean, you could go if you were single.
It depends on the type of person you are.
Yeah, you could go if you were single, but you probably wouldn't run into many single people. Right. I would probably say I feel like we saw mostly couples. I wouldn't consider it as like a group trip, like a turn up group trip either.
No.
So I would say, you know, if you have like a bunch of friends who are like more low key and chill, you know, that like, you know, read their books or, you know, and things like that. Just like, you know, how you got your certain level friends like to, you know, chill, and other friends that like to get lit and drink and all that stuff. The Excellence is more like I think more chill environment, more probably geared to couples. So if you're that type of person or in a relationship and things like that, then I think it'll be a good spot to go to. But yeah, that's what I think in my opinion. So definitely you can add on if you want to.
Yeah, I'll add on, and it's actually a good segue into my next thing. I agree. It's more couples. You can go not being a couple, but you're not going to be turning up. Now, you can get lit and drunk because it's all inclusive. Mm-hmm. So you're going to drink, and they had good drinks, and they were strong drinks. So that's not what we mean. You're not going to like sacrifice a strong drink. But it's not going to be kind of, oh, let's plan a girls trip and go to Jamaica. This would not be the resort that I would recommend for you. Yeah. If you're more of just, you can do a girls trip there, but you have to know that y'all gonna be more like, okay, we're gonna do spa, we're gonna lay by the pool, we got stuff like that. It's not gonna be like twerking everywhere. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying choose a different resort in Jamaica. Yeah, it's a very romantic resort.
You're not going to have a whole bunch of music being played the whole time. Now, we brought our little speaker out with us sometimes, but they also had music played at the pool, mm-hmm. but it was maybe for like an hour or two during the time. But everybody else was pretty much chill. So yeah, just like we said, there's nothing wrong with doing that. We're just saying
choose a different place.
Yeah, this resort probably wouldn't aid you in that.
It's definitely more romantic. And also, if you're going on a trip and you're trying to get shows, you're trying to meet somebody, probably not the best place either. Like, again, a lot of couples. But it was not boring at all. They had a lot of entertainment. They had nightly shows, several nightly shows, and they were super talented. Like, it wasn't one of those situations where you have a nightly show and you're like, y'all need to practice some more. Like, they had vocals, they were singing, they had an amazing fire show that they did. Everybody that performed at the pool, I know they had a steel drum band, they had this guitarist that was singing out there, super talented. I really enjoyed the entertainment at Excellence Oyster Bay. They also did a lot of games as well. Mm-hmm. So if you also want to, get involved with some pool games, or I know Brian played blackjack.
They had like a rum tasting.
Yeah, that rum taste. So they have activities for you, but it's going to be. And they'll have it clear on the itinerary that you can look on the app. So if you want, but it's not going to be one of those things where they're going to just have a DJ at the pool all day. They'll have it for a certain length of time. So, and then the shows are at night.
And it had still drum band there too. Did you mention that?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay, yeah.
It was good.
So yeah, and the entertainment people who will come out and entertain you during the pool times and different stuff, they're really active and engaged and things like that. So
really fun. Yeah. So and they would be dancing, and people did some twerking in some of the games and stuff. So we don't want you to think that it's kind of like some
nobody
got to be buttoned up or stuff. No, it's not anything like that. We had a great time. They did have fun activities. Y'all know what we're saying if you're trying to go on a lit group trip versus like have organized activities by the pool. It's two different things. Yeah. It was fun, but not. Depends on how fun you're looking for. Anything you want to add about entertainment?
Nah, like I co-sign everything she was said. It was definitely good quality entertainment. Yeah. Only problem is I think some of that stuff started a little late. Like I think some of the
he a grandpa. So
I mean, when you've been drinking all day, like that's the last thing you want to stay up to 11 p.m. to wait for the Michael Jackson show. Like I'm tired. Like I'm tired of drinking all day. I've been in the sun. I'm tired.
And that's why we chose Excellence, because we knew we was gonna have this type of energy. Okay.
I mean, that wasn't my energy, but like around 10:30, 11, that probably was my energy.
Yeah. We kind of one of those people where once we out, we gotta be out. Once you let us go relax, we're not coming back out. Yeah. So after dinner, if we got to wait 3 hours,
like we eat dinner like at 6:30 or whatever. Then we there till 7:30. Then we gotta kill 3 hours until the concert. I'm like,
we're not going back out there.
If I go back to my room, I'm probably asleep or just chilling or
chilling on the balcony. You have your own separate balcony. You chilling out there.
So I'm like, the walk wasn't really where our room was at. Or beach house was at.
Because we were closer to the Excellence Club side.
Right. So it was a little walk to get back to where we had to get to. So I mean, yeah. It is what it is. Maybe next time we should eat later and then go straight to and take it afterwards. Yeah. But anyway, I want to get into the amenities of the resort. They had a lot of good amenities. They had four pools. I think they had 2 Excellence Club ones, and then the main pool. They had like the main pool where
it had a quiet side and
they had the main pool had 2 sides. A side where the entertainment and the games and all the stuff took place, and then the quiet side was on the other side of the same pool. It was more quiet or whatever. Then you had the Infinity Pool in the Excellence Club side, and then you had another smaller pool by the other side of the Excellence Club on the other side. That was also Excellence Club members only.
Yep.
But all those,
5 because they had a pool. No, that's the Infinity Pool you talking about.
No, that's 5.
About the one that's by the Excellence Club check-in. They had 5 pools.
So they had 5 pools, and then the rooftop one Tiffany was mentioning earlier.
But if you're not part of Excellence Club, you have access to 2 of those 5.
What 2?
The quiet side and the loud side.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was
Like the Infinity ones you're talking about, those are Excellence.
Those were Excellence Club members only. Yeah. I went to the gym maybe 3 times during the stay, but it was easily probably one of the better gyms I experienced on a resort. Like they had everything you asked for. It wasn't all condensed and small. It was a good size. They even offered classes if you wanted to take a class, or if you want some physical trainer to help you out with your training and stuff like that, you could do that. So the bathrooms are clean. They had all the essential things to wipe down the equipment and things like that. Water, all types of stuff in there. So I thought that was the gym was amazing. The beaches were nice. I'm a little bit stickler of beaches, but the main thing I didn't like about this beach is that the highest the water would get is like waist level. And I'm not a tall person. I'm about 5'6", 5'7", 5'6.5" on a good day. And the lowest, the highest the water would come to was probably like my stomach area or my waist. And I say that because the further you go out, it was a lot of seaweed or it's like underwater plants or something like that. I don't know. And we actually saw people trying to walk across it to go to like deeper parts of the ocean or whatever. And I was just like, that's.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah,
that's
you're right.
just. I'm not that pressed to do that. If I can't get it deeper, they got 5 pools right over that I can get to. It'll be all right.
They could have a better beach.
Yeah, the beach is because I think it's in like this little a bay. I mean, it's in a bay. So so that's the only downfall. If you're looking for a nice beach and you like to swim in the beach and things like that, you're not going to get that at Oyster Bay.
Yeah.
But like I said, to combat that, they have plenty of pools and things like that, so you could still get a water experience. They had plenty of seating along the beach.
Yeah.
So that was good too. But as far as like just I'll say that. The spa was really nice. We had a couple massages in there. They give you little robes and little sandals. You see it in the clip.
You should please watch the clip of Brian talking about his spa attire.
Yeah. You'll see it in the clip. They had a couple waiting areas. These little beds that rock you back and forth and vibrate and stuff like that. They give you like was it drinks or was it wine or was water? I don't remember what we were drinking.
I think I had some champagne.
Champagne, that's what it was?
And there was some water in there too. They did have water in there too.
Yeah, and they provide that for you or whatever while you're waiting. And the massage was excellent. We had a good massage there.
They also have this. It's like a cold therapy?
Yeah, hydrotherapy.
I can't remember what they call it. We didn't do it.
Yeah,
but they do have it. A lot of people like it a lot, but
I ain't. Yeah, it was like a series of like hot water and then cold water, hot water, cold water. I'm good.
I heard it's relaxing.
I'm good.
Eventually, but no.
I don't do well with cold water. I don't do well with hot water.
He doesn't. It takes him forever to get into a pool, a beach, or anything that's cold forever.
Like, I'm having my body in constant shock. That's not soothing to me. So we just got the massages and we got the hell out of there. Yeah. So anything you want to add about any other amenities or?
No, we did not do this, but they did have another sports area where you could do kind of different sports activities,
like pool, like a like billiards pool. Yeah. Archery. They had an archery competition.
Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't really go
They had
back
like a
there.
tennis court, I think, too. But again, that wasn't our focus.
Yeah, it wasn't our focus at all. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so the next category is food. We generally enjoyed the food there. We had, if you look at the vlog, you already know we had one specific restaurant that, well, not even the restaurant overall, but one specific item at a restaurant that we kept going back for, or at least trying to go back for. I will say the food in general was good. I don't think it's like Michelin star or anything like that. Again, this is an all-inclusive resort, so again, manage your expectations. We're the type of people, if we go to an all-inclusive resort, we're gonna know that they're not going to be known for their food per se, but the food that we had was generally good. We did not go to all of the restaurants on the resort. They have a lot of options, but we did go to majority of them. I really did enjoy the Zenith breakfast. We went to the other side. I can't remember what that restaurant was called, but it was kind of on the Excellence Club check-in side. Didn't really like that breakfast location as much, so we preferred Zenith. And I will say they had a really good breakfast buffet. They had tons of options. If you wanted kind of the standard, more Western or Americanized breakfast items, they had a ton of that. If you wanted the Jamaican cuisine, which was what I wanted, they had tons of that, and we piled up our plates. It was a ton of options.
Yeah, that's definitely the one thing that I think we should have went to more was the buffet. Yeah. I was like, when you hear buffet, you think, okay, like you don't really think much of it. Like it's like, okay, yeah, I could just get an omelet or something made and get some bacon or whatever. But man, they had so much stuff at that the buffet. And they also had, you can make your own mimosas there also if you wanted to. Yep. Fresh juice. Yeah. I mean, it was, we only went one time, but we only
went once because they literally have a ton of dining options. So we were trying to try enough stuff. So we went to the Zenith, I said the other one. We went to the buffet. We went to the Lobster House. Was it called Lobster House? They had a breakfast too, so we went there one morning. So we were trying to try a lot of things so we could give you all our feedback on it. But there was definitely some places that we know that we need to circle back to, or wanted to circle back to, or next time we go, we have our favorites, stuff like that. So. Yeah,
the buffet was really on point.
Good.
Now I don't even know if they was just open for breakfast.
I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
But it was definitely good though.
They had a good coffee bar as well. They had coffee and ice cream. I got a coffee from there. I think you did too, right?
Yeah.
It was really good. In terms of dinner options, our favorite restaurant was the Grove. If you get a chance, definitely go to the Grove and get the curry goat. It was really good. And Babe is West Indian, so he's used to good curry goat from growing up, and his parents are both West Indian, full West Indian. So yes, we like the curry goat a lot.
Yeah, pound for pound, we don't really do all inclusive that much, but we do. We did here and other places, but like pound for pound, like that food, that was probably the best all-inclusive food I've had in
because all-inclusive food isn't supposed to be good, and so sometimes you have to watch what reviews that you're looking at. Like some people say, oh, I heard the food was this, or I heard the whatever. And this is not just about excellence, but anywhere that you see, just be mindful of the messenger, because some people, they may not travel a lot, or some people may just be very uneasy to please and just like to complain. And some people are giving you a valid opinion where the food just isn't good. I'm just saying, just be mindful of it, and just know that generally speaking, when you choose an all-inclusive property, you're choosing it because it's easy, it's convenient, everything's in one place, you know what amount you're paying, there's no additional things you need to budget for regarding food and beverage. So you're doing it for the peace of mind, the ease, the convenience. You're not doing it because you're trying to find a resort that has amazing food or something like that. So, but of the all-inclusive resorts that we've been to, it was one of the better ones.
And they also had that jerk hut too by the pool.
Oh,
that was right next to the pool.
The jerk hut.
Yeah, and they will, give you rice and peas, jerk chicken, patties. They had little vegetables in there also. So yeah, that line was always a little long and it was open like during the day, so you get if you want a quick lunch right by the pool, you go right there, or you could order poolside, or you could go to one of the restaurants that's around the pool or anywhere else. But yeah,
they also have a hibachi spot that was pretty good as well.
I didn't get this,
but yeah, Brian wasn't feeling well that night, but it was a nice hibachi spot. They, you know, the chef was making jokes and stuff, like a typical hibachi that you would go, Japanese steakhouse that you go to. They had it there. That you had to have a reservation for, though. So if you're interested in that, make sure when you get there, you make a reservation ASAP. The other places you don't necessarily need a reservation for. And make sure you download the app for the resort, because sometimes a restaurant will say it was going to be open, and then for whatever reason, staffing, whatever reason, we don't really know, they would close. And the only reason I really remember that in my heart was because we wanted to go back to the Grove like 2 times. And we thought we was going to go. And then we was getting ready for dinner and they would say it was closed, and I was mad about it. But other than that, yeah.
And then as far as also with the food, the drinks were good too. It was like they didn't shortchange you on drinks. Like you would hear some all-inclusive place of water down there, liquor or whatever the case is. Didn't find out the case there. I just typically stuck to 2 drinks. It was either whiskey and Coke or rum punch, and their rum punch was good. Like you know, and of course, like at any other place, you treat your bartenders well, they're gonna treat you well. So that food and drink was not a complaint at all.
And they would fill up, like, you know, if you have a cup with you, they would fill that up too. No problem. They don't have straws on the resort, so keep that in mind and bring your own separate cup. And they would always fill my big old cup with rum punch.
We want to talk about the customer service while on the resort. We thought the customer service was good. You gotta also remember you're not in the United States, right? And when you're in the Caribbean, things are going to go a little bit slower than when you're in the United States or any other, I wouldn't say modernized countries, or just fast-paced countries, right? Because, you know, like you order stuff on pool, if you order stuff on poolside, don't be hungry. Right?
Don't wait till you're hungry to eat.
Yeah.
Don't wait till you're hungry to go to dinner or to eat.
Anywhere in the Caribbean, South America, Mexico area, Central America, wherever, you know, other places as well. Like, just, you know, you have to pack your patience with some of that stuff. But, you know, they took some time as far as ordering stuff poolside. That was took a little bit of time. The bar servers were great. They are very entertaining. And obviously, like I said before, if you treat them well, they're going to treat you well. They'll, you know, you tip them $1 or $2 every drink, you know, they'll hook you up a little bit more or whatever the case is. Get you a little more lit.
And there, he's not saying that you have to tip to get service. They're going to still give you service, stuff like that. But, I mean, come on. They're just human beings, you know, like they're incentivized to get you your drinks first, or, you know, add a little bit more, another shot in there, whatever. You know, you establish a rapport with them, and, you know.
Yep, they get to know you, you get to know them. They know you coming, you know, when Brian ordered a drink, he got a couple dollars on him. He gonna hook me up. And then the room service inside the room was pretty good. They clean your room up pretty nice. People around the resort was nice. You know, you walk past them, they wave. Somebody always got a smile on their face. You know, they got the little golf cart that go around the resort. So, you know, if you see somebody and they don't have any mics with them, you can easily stop them and say, hey, you know, could you take me where I need to go? And things like that. So I thought customer service was pretty good.
I only had one time that I did not like customer service, and that was in the restaurant that I said I didn't like. So I'm not gonna call excellence about that. That was just one particular employee that just was rude.
Oh, at the Excellence Club when we were at breakfast. Yeah.
Like trying to ignore or whatever. So that's just on that particular gentleman. It was not, I did not get that from anyone else on staff. And they really take it seriously. We didn't realize how serious they take it. They give you a survey when you are checking out. And they ask you to rate your experience there. And I dinged them a little bit because of this employee. Not a lot, though. And next thing you know, they want us to meet with the manager. And we gotta get to the airport. Like, I don't think so I will say that's really good, because you could tell that they weren't just doing it to like check off the box that they asked people about their experience, but they actually like reviewed it. And if you put anything lower than a 4, they were wanting to know why. Like, you could put a 3.5 and they're like, oh wait, tell me more. Like what's going on. So they were really trying to make sure everyone had a good experience. So I really did like that about them.
And the resort, it was always clean. I didn't really see much like, debris or litter or trash anywhere, and the grounds were pretty neat. The pools are always pretty clean. You always see somebody cleaning the pool or whatever, or cleaning the beach and things like that. So yeah. I mean, we're also not super needy people either. So when unless we actually need something, maybe room service and stuff like that, or have somebody call or need towels and things like that. But from what we saw, the customer service was pretty good. So
yeah. Now here is the main question: would we recommend and would we go back? Yes,
I would.
In a heartbeat. Definitely would go back. Definitely recommend it. Again, with the caveat of we recommend it if you're looking for kind of a relaxing, fun too, but more of like a romantic couples kind of organized fun environment. We definitely would recommend it.
Yep.
And we'll definitely be back.
Definitely will go back again. Yep.
If you have not seen our vlog from our time there or the room tour, again, we'll leave them linked in the description box. If there's a question about the resort that we did not answer, or something that you want us to dive deeper into, definitely let us know. We won't wait this long in the future to do a resort review. However, it wasn't something that we did in the past that I think that we want to do more of. We've always shown you the hotel room, but we didn't kind of come back after our time and kind of just sit down and do a resort review. And I think that we have a lot of good information to share. So we'll definitely start doing that more and closer to when we get back from the trip. So yeah, if you see somewhere else that we've been, in terms of looking at our playlist, and you want us to do a review of that resort, let us know. And if we receive a comment, then we'll do a video. However, I don't know if we'll go back like 10 years and do a review. The resort might be completely different. So I don't think that'll be fair to the resort. We did kind of something that's too far removed. But hope you enjoyed. Hope you found it useful. If you've been, let us know what you think. And if you have any questions, let us know. Till the next one. Bye.